Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome to the Dwarves. It's a, sort of hack and slash tactical RPG. I'm not entirely sure. We have yet to get into the game, and the trailers were not exactly the most useful. Anyway, it's an RPG about, well, dwarves fighting orcs. It's,
Wander's absolutely, you're definitely your favorite
generally
fantasy
my favorite
race.
fantasy race, yeah, especially to play in games. They're burly, they're strong. They tend not to dick around with the boring stuff, like quibbling over details. They got beards, muscles.
You wish you had a beard.
Nice armor. I mean, I'd grow a beard if you'd let me, but you won't let me. Therefore...
I'm more of sort of like the elf individual. I tend to fancy them in games.
Let's play the game!
Fortunately,
I don't want to hear about elves. This game has nothing to do with elves. They're dumb. Nobody likes them. They're all snooty.
Fact, we had actually gone to the local used bookstore, or like overstock bookstore, and I came upon the book for this, and I was going, hey, look, it's about dwarves. You'd love it.
And I was like, the cover looks stupid.
Made us from stone to protect Gardogard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tior. We are the guardians of Gardogard. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the dwarves.
Yeah, so I saw the cover and I was like, this looks stupid, and we didn't buy it. And then they gave me the game, or they emailed me like a couple weeks later being like, hey, you want the game of the dwarves? And I'm like, sure. And yeah, there's some amount of regret here, but at the same time, whatever.
You may have given the plot away, potentially.
Yeah, this game is based off of the book, so reading it would have actually given away at least some of the plot, presumably. And I don't like it when I know the plot of a video game before I'm playing it, because then commentary sucks. Okay, pause the game anytime by pressing space. Move the camera by using the middle mouse button and the mouse wheel.
Kill the attackers.
Ah.
So you're called Glandolin.
For the time being, click leap attack on the lower left of the screen, or press E, and select your target on the battlefield. Okay, so let's just review for a second, okay, so we've got leap attack. Glandolin leaps into the midst of his enemies, knocks them aside. Charge, assault run spanning several meters, pushing enemies aside. And Mighty Blow causes lots of damage to a few enemies and knocks them back. So, before we get too far, I'd actually like to comment on a couple of things. So this game is developed by King's Art Games and published by THQ Nordic. Used to just be Nordic Games, but now they've rebranded themselves to be THQ Nordic, which is nice, because THQ made some of my favorite games ever, specifically the Darksiders series, and then they fell off the face of the earth by running out of money, I guess. I don't know, they spent too much on some dumb art thing for the Wii.
Things got bought up.
Yeah, and so they got bought up by Nordic for the most part, and now Nordic has kind of taken up the THQ name, which is cool. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, this is based on the... Okay, so I'm locked to this guy.
Wasn't the novel about a dwarf that was raised by...
I have no idea.
In any case, yeah, you're gonna have to leap off that that vantage point, because there doesn't seem to be a stairwell down.
Nope. It's a little laggy. They're not taking damage.
Well, you have to use your axe attack.
Okay. Oh, I see. So, so I have these blue little meters. The little...
That's like your rage bar.
Yeah.
Now you can use an attack.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm leaning for leap.
But it
doesn't do damage, though.
I mean, it's supposed to knock everyone back. Yeah. Use your axe attack, which is
okay.
cute.
I'll save up for power blow as soon as I get the. This time I'm not going to get surrounded, though. We seem to have a number of buddies. Okay, you're right. That does damage.
Yep, you can do it again. There you go.
That's much better. Okay. I'm digging this.
You haven't lost any guards yet.
I will. I was expecting Charge to have,
Come here, you!
I was expecting Charge to have done at least a little bit of damage, of course, over the course of the way. I don't know, I'm used to I'm used to games like having charge and leap attacks that actually do stuff. Hopefully we get the dip. Okay. Over the chest, click on it as soon as the use symbol appears with the grenade so you can, well, be creative. Alright, Glandel, don't die on me. Let's go pick up this thing. Am I picking up?
I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins.
Okay.
Now, do you find that dwarves typically are given somewhat Scottish accents?
Yes.
I find it's a commonality.
Let's see. Am I capable of hurting my own people with this? I have no clue.
Well, I think it's funny how everyone just skids.
Well, let's toss it on this group and see. It looks like I hurt my own people with this, so I'll have to be a little bit worried about that. I might even hurt them with my power attack. Come to think of it.
Well, make sure that none of them are directly in front of you.
Oh, it's okay. Almost all the dwarves are dead. Okay, AP, we already figured this one out. Oh, we're out of juice. There we go. Oh yeah, there is friendly fire. It had a little
Yeah, I think you may have accidentally killed. What? Was there a guy next to you? Nah.
I hit him, but I didn't kill him.
My king, what are you doing here?
Giselbert Eye, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Change between characters at the bottom left of the screen by pressing tab. Select more than one at a time by pressing shift left click or by clicking and dragging the reticle around them.
Yes? All right. Come here and die.
Okay, so let's see what he has. Cleave. Lateral blow, dealing damage to several enemies, knocking them sideways. King's Hammer. Hits the ground, stuns nearby enemies. Or for Vrakas. Let's do
Oh, there was a spelling error there. Look, he's Giselbert. Now look at his third or fourth attack that you just highlighted. Gisel. Oh, go back. Giselbart.
I'm gonna call him Bart. Alright, can give commands to several characters in a row. Makes sense. Let's see, do we wanna... Let's do a leap.
I wonder if G is an overused prefix, like having it as one of the first letters of a name. Then again, we have a very small pool of dwarves.
Did we not put that? I have no idea. These big guys are Prabble.
Oh, yeah. Do they have ogres now?
Yeah, these are... Can I select one? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
look
says
like
ogres killed. So there's only
Oh,
2
okay.
ogres. And then you have to destroy the catapults as well.
Yep. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. I guess I'll just let these guys wall up things for the time being. Looks like they automatically fight things nearby, which is good. Alright, do we get another one of these? Unfortunately, Glandelin's like power attack is not exactly as it's very short range in comparison to Giselbert's crazy axe move. Like, damn, dude.
So they're actually being assailed by a plague.
Yeah, they're sick. Let's take this one out. No, still going. Okay.
Now the question is,
Ew.
was the plague administered by the enemy, or are they taking advantage of the fact that there is a plague to overrun them at this moment?
Not sure.
Be off with you.
Okay. Do we charge? Nah. We're gonna go up, hit this guy.
Are the ogres done for now?
Yeah, the ogres are dead.
Good.
I will admit, I'm not a big fan of friendly fire in video games.
Yeah,
It's
especially in this kind of chaotic brawl setting.
Yeah, where it's like, you know, it probably gets less close quarters as we go along.
What? It will be so.
That,
Come here and die.
that inspires allies thing. Not exactly long range. I was like, hey, he's got like a team buff. Only works for dudes that are like
Whoa.
vaguely nearby. Eek.
Whoa!
So you can't, it does look like they do have some level of physics though, which I have to appreciate.
Yeah, some guys got knocked off the edge.
Yeah, apparently that's something I can do. That's awesome. Alright, do we even have any enemies left? Ah.
On my way.
An archer.
Alright, so Bart goes for the archer. Glandaloo, go over there. I think we're good. Alright. Can I zoom out? I think I can.
On my way.
Alright, let's bring them in this way. I do like this kind of combat system. It's got
On my way.
interesting potential. I just want him to get a little bit closer so I don't friendly fire here.
Can't say I've played too many overhead combat games like this.
Yes.
I guess I'll just... Oh, I can heal them.
Oh.
And get them out of my way. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the closest thing you've probably played would be kind of KOTOR.
Knights of the Old Republic wasn't.
Well, I mean,
precisely
just in
like
terms
this.
of, like, style.
Yeah.
Over there.
Though, I'm used to a queuing system. I don't.
Yeah,
this
well,
would
these
be-
guys do have the ability to queue up attacks. That's for certain. Because I can kind of queue up actions over here, and I don't have to worry about things. I do have to admit, though, it is a hell of a lot easier not friendly firing.
Over there.
I'm gonna go for this guy. It's a lot easier not friendly firing with Glandalin. He does a fair amount of damage. Am I gonna hit? Nope. There we go. Looks like we've
Whoa,
got
there
more
are too
friends.
many of them.
Nah, it's cool. The king's got his special moves.
As long as he's also hacking into the catapult while.
Yeah, like they're
Warding
kind of
off the
funneling in.
dwarves.
The neat part is, see how many of them there are?
Yep.
Yes?
Part of it is though, they're not all of these enemies are
They
not.
have fewer health.
Yeah, well, they're fewer health, but they're also
Bars.
stuck between the catapults. We've managed to funnel them in pretty dang well.
Wow,
Admittedly,
that
that
one's
opens
good.
it up, but they're just sitting there waiting for combat to finish.
On my way.
Which is why we're going to bring Bart up here and start hitting them from behind.
Gissel Bert.
No. His name's Bart.
Just because of that one typo.
Yes.
Not possible right now.
Part of it is these guys also have like a substantial amount of HP. But I figured if we can kind of pincer my foes, that'll make this a little bit easier. How are you doing? You're doing great.
Understood.
Especially the archers.
You.
Because if there are no archers left, this gets easier.
What is it?
Okay.
Ah,
Yep,
the
see?
grass is wriggling.
Is it?
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, that over there. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a basic physics thing. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he sends out a, like a wave. Whoops. Well, that was a friendly fire. Oh, that's okay.
You dazed one of your own guys.
That's fine. I healed him. Close enough. Plus, the dwarves
Did you hear that? Hammer time!
Oh, yeah. I would not be surprised if there wasn't a fair amount of referential stuff in here. Because the hammer time is totally a, that's a Warcraft 3 character thing. The dwarven, oh, what's his name?
Really?
Yeah, Muradin Bronzebeard.
Okay.
He's like one of the pseudo-protagonists.
I thought the hammer time was a song, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the MC Hammer song, but the dwarf yelling hammer time is totally a Warcraft 3 reference, I think.
The ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
Come here and I'll split you like a straw. You treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
Huh?
Okay, so you're just
Fighting.
Brandon again.
Yep. This camera angle needs some work. Okay, there we go. If I do this, that'll
So now
stun
there's
them
this
for a bit.
kind of pale, somewhat diseased-looking, or potentially possessed kind of elf that wants to destroy the elves as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's basic plot, but I'm okay with it. Mainly, I'm just kind of enjoying a tactical RPG in which I just kill a crap ton of enemies, and that's it. It's enjoyable for
There
me.
are probably going to be more objectives later on, though. Like, you did
Oh,
have
yeah.
the mini one for taking out the catapults. I wonder if there's going to be any stealth ones.
I hope not. I hate stealth in RPGs like this. If the game doesn't have the basis for stealth, it shouldn't have stealth missions. Like, there's a stealth mission in Fable, and it's awkward. Like, it's not even well made. It's just like kind of put in because stealth missions were starting to become a thing, and I didn't enjoy that. There's actually another game very similar. Oh, hello.
Look at me. I am Syntheras, the Reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No, your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
I feel like the cutscenes always like cut off weirdly at the end, like it kind of freeze frames before the actual thing happens. So he's just like, and then the audio keeps going, and it's like, all right. So like a year and a half later.
Okay.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdil Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on?
Let's see. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
Oh, shit.
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay.
Something happened to his beard.
Well, we have a short beard, so presumably it got burnt off.
That's what I'm thinking if it was a magus.
Yep. Well, you look dreadful. Wait, no. Why do I don't need to read these things out loud. Duh.
Yeah.
You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding scowl.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. But I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it'll be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge. The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
Goulash.
Okay.
I want to make that again sometime.
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood.
That's nice. Is there a way to highlight this stuff? I'm gonna quick check to see if there's something in controls. There's no controls. Dang it. Well,
Looks like you just have
that's
to
unfortunate.
thumb over it, see if there's a magnifying glass, right?
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna change those settings a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save. I don't know how this game handles saving, but it's better that we save now than find out later. I don't know. Whatever, here we go. I always hated in those games where, like, it doesn't compel you to save ever.
He's living amongst humans. From
Potentially.
what I gather.
Oh, hey.
An axe.
Alright, we have an axe now, I guess. What else do we have?
This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
Oh, so that means dwarves can live, what, almost
300 years?
300 and some years. If he said that he had 300 more left and he's only 30.
Yep.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance unless you're fitting them with hooves. Too many legs and way too big. Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vracus.
So he's never met another dwarf.
Yep. Okay, characters group and inventory, quest log. This is interesting. 0 injuries, skills. We've got stubborn. So if he's injured, okay, blacksmith's blow, same, about the same. We've got 10 gold, an amulet, some provisions. All right.
And there's a relationships tab?
Yep. We are going to be romancing people.
What?
Horses.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
What? You're not okay with romancing horses in an RPG?
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
I like these portraits for each character. They're nicely painted.
Tangdale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this.
Okay, talk to the famulus. Yes.
While he's holding
Remember
this?
when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy!
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook, with beefy forearms, glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder.
Examine it.
Yeah.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling! You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
I get experience for that.
Yay.
For him messing with the guy. I like that.
Look at dinner.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering. Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
I like these little explanations. They really tell you a lot about
The world?
his
Yeah.
backstory.
The
or
only
like
thing
the
I don't
people he
like
interacts
about it
with.
is there's no way to highlight them. I want to be able to actually like highlight them so I can see all of them so I don't miss anything.
Yeah, well, look
Not
at
that
the baby.
it matters too much. It's just one of those that it would just be convenient. Anyway, baby.
That's
I am your godfather, little one. I'll look after you just like I looked after your mother.
Little Akana grasps your calloused finger and smiles at you wide-eyed.
It really does feel like I'm playing a game based off of a book.
Well, that's because there's a lot of narrative.
Yeah, the fact that there is a dedicated narrator, like, I'm glad they did it too, just because it does give the world, like you said, a lot of personality quick.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favourite beer, but you haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know.
Do you know what Lot Yonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
Well, off we go. Ooh.
Yeah, whoo-wee. What is this place? Just some
Lot
kind of...
Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex. But compared to the courts of the other magi, the seat of power in Yonandar is small and modest.
So this is just some big sanctum and living quarters for a bunch of mages, and the cooks and other people are like
Yeah,
hired
it's like
help.
a wizard's guild, effectively.
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the forge.
I cannot get enough of his goofy-ass portrait. He's just like...
He's just smiling.
He's so smug. It's beautiful. Pilfer some food, pilfer some food.
What?
pilfer
You can
some food.
pilfer things? I don't know about
Apparently
that.
I can't. I'm not going to. I'm sure with proper RPG management, we will never have to worry about starving.
A map of Girdlegard. The kingdoms of the humans are marked, but the map maker's focus was the magic realms of the Magi. Yonandar, Brandokai, Leos Nudin, Oromira, Saborian, and Tuguria. While most of the landscape features are missing, the veins of the magic fields are marked in painstaking precision. 5 veins spread out under Girdlegard, beginning at Leos Nudin in the middle.
I have to say, I like this manner of handling lore a hell of a lot better.
Than the lore books?
Yeah, because
Oh,
like...
you would have wanted this in Masquerada or something, huh?
Yeah, so much. Because, like, just having a person who probably isn't that famous as far as voice acting goes.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah,
but
like, I have no idea who this narrator
it's
is.
short and to the point.
But it's short and to the point, but it gives you a lot of details, and it's a good narrator, too. Like, she does a good job at being kind of your classic storybook, like, storyteller, and I dig it.
Lot Yonan didn't just take you in. He also taught you how to read and write. But you don't feel like reading right now. Especially as you already know all the books by heart.
Oh, the text was actually different from the acting then.
Oh?
Yeah, the second sentence, if you can read it again.
No. I didn't. I was just kind of zoning.
The text said, you're not in the mood for that.
Oh.
Whereas she said, you don't want to read that now.
Close enough. I mean, this was originally made, I believe, completely in German and then translated over. So
they,
yeah. Or it could be vice versa. Either way, it's a German studio doing it, so I'm not going to be surprised if there's a couple of bits. Not to mention, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have 2 different scripts like sent out. Like,
or if they decided
could've,
to edit it.
Yeah,
while...
I mean, I've definitely added words and subtracted words when I was told to, or not told to voice act things, whenever I voice act things for anything. Anyway, let's get in here, seeing as this episode's starting to drag on. Which is fine, we started with combat, so we already know what the gameplay is like, and I don't mind dragging this out a little bit, but I would like to get to a good stopping point so we can be like, alright,
well,
we like this game, buy it.
With the Magi that,
yeah, I figure we talked a lot, Yon, and then we go from there.
Well, I shouldn't say you. What's his name again?
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure. What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
I do like that. I have to admit, the
Dwarves
animations
are just incapable of using magic.
Yeah. The animation's a little awkward, but I really like the modeling. It feels very storybooky.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice. Anyway, for whatever reason, I'm reminded of the Redwall cartoon with how this is handled, just because of the tone and the everything, even if they're wildly different. Anyway,
perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
Wait, so goblins took him,
Yeah.
and he had to buy him from them?
Yeah, they sold a dwarven baby to the Met. That's fine.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
It's a little awkward. The transitions aren't very smooth. Like, I think he was supposed to have said his lines there, but instead he just put on this, really dumb expression. So instead of saying, I'll head out immediately, he's just like, the Magi is just like, yeah, I'm responding to that.
Well, also, since this can be played in English or German, I'm almost wondering if...
The German might not be a smoother experience. Yeah, probably. Alright, let's go talk to the maid again, just because.
We're gonna go on an adventure.
Hello, Frala.
Hmm?
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in Amagus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idaslane, as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said, but you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger in your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Alright, those are some rations. 17. It's probably 1 per... Oh, we don't get the goulash! Aww. Alright, so before I go outside, seeing as that's probably going to progress the plot and maybe we don't even come back, I don't even know. I guess we should probably go back to our quarters just for a second, but impressions. I like this game. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but the combat was enjoyable and interesting. Hope it gets deeper. Like, hope there's character customization and stuff.
I'm really liking how the narrative is being handled and how much background they give you from just a couple sentences.
Yeah, originally with the dwarves, I was a little bit like, yeah, you know, like, the tutorial, I guess, was a little weird and awkward just because there was nothing to sink my teeth into for plot apart from, let's fight orcs. But now that we're here and doing this, I'm actually pretty excited, and I'm looking forward to more. I do actually hope we get more teammates than just dwarves. Maybe. Like, they were talking about, you know, mages and whatever, and it's like, it would be actually really nice if I could have a mage teammate.
You might even have a couple of, like, elf companions from what I've seen.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing more. I'm having a good time with this. It's rough, but quality, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I like it a lot. I actually don't know how much the game is. Let's check that. The answer is I don't know. Well, either way, it comes out December 1st. I think I'm allowed to put these videos up on the 28th. So yeah, it'll be out on Thursday. And then from there. I don't know what the price range is going to be. I'm betting it's like 30, 40 bucks, which might be a little bit steep. But if it's less than that, then I'd say it's definitely worth it. I also don't know how long this game is.
This almost makes me want to go back and get that book from the store. Just to see how it goes.
Yeah, we can see if it's there. Though I probably wouldn't read it until afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It had some really bad 3D on it. Like, it was like 90s 3D. But it's probably an older series and stuff.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
I do it anyway. Like, you know, we just, like, sometimes when I move, yeah.
He shuffles
He does this, like, weird sideways shuffle. He's like, just like, all right, there we go, and done. What? I don't get it. Whatever, having a good time. So, like we were saying, I guess see you guys next time. But, of course, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave us a like. Helps more than you know. And if you want to see more of the dwarves, hit subscribe, because we're definitely going to do a full run of this one. I am having a good time. Like I was saying, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.